we say, beyond expectation. And if we were to be thanking him for all the grants, it is impossible. Grant of existence, we are by his choice, Almighty, and by his gift. And every moment of our existence is from his power. We cannot think that we are self-existing. No. If we were self-existing, then we can create ourselves and evolve the way we like, terminate ourselves, recreate ourselves. No. And this gift is from a mystery, how the Lord of creation wish to be known and created a creature that can have a dialogue with him. A creation that has been dressed with attributes and that belong only to Allah. And to that servant was given a intention that has no limit. The willpower of human being has such a capacity. If you ask yourself, if there is no limit of what you want, what will you choose? If you could free your intention, there is no limit to your intention. Even universes will not be enough, because your intention has the ability to encompass every scenario. And this is something that is just ajaib, that Allah Azza wa Jal made that ability in the intention of human being. That's why he said, intention of human being is a mystery between Allah. It's a secret between Allah and his servant that even angel cannot interfere. And about that mystery, the first step of that mystery is the unlimitedness of intention. So Allah Azza wa Jal gave that gift to human being, but human being never took the proper measurement of it. If you have been created, and if you have been born, and ever since you are born you see the sky, it is granted to you, you think it's... So human being was granted something that he didn't realize. That's why awliyaullah, they say Allah chose a scenario through this dunya for human to be completely cut from his ability. But still, He has to deal with it. So intention was given to the size of what human being can achieve. Intention was maintained through this world. And it was made between good and evil. Soul intend, نفس الأمارة بالسوء, the ego intend. And intention of the ego is also to the size of what Allah Azza wa Jal chose for human being. If you give it free intention, what it will do? It will be like Pharaoh that said, "Ana rabbukum al-ala." Don't think this is Pharaoh that was in Misr, in Egypt. No, it's Pharaoh that is sitting here for every one of us. That is the core of the ego. When it was created, it says to a Lord, you are and I am. Tawbah, astaghfirullah. But this is what Allah Azza wa Jal made human to be great. If you see through what is hidden in the principle, what is hidden in the way creation was made for human being, what is hidden in the teaching of Holy Quran, what is hidden in the teaching of Prophet ﷺ, what is underlined in the teaching of Awliya al-Kiram, you see that there is a mightiness. That's why Prophet ﷺ, he compared human being to its reality. If you are going to take the whole dunya, it will be lost in the reality of a human being, like a ring that you have thrown in the desert. The whole created world in the reality of a human being. But we are not, the challenge of this dunya is for every greatness to be cut, except your will. And then a scenario put by divine presence for you slowly to rise back to your reality. For those that will start the quest, they shall be able to do it. Otherwise, majority will fulfill their humanity and then they will be called to the next world. Al-Maut qabla Maut, that death before death, that open your reality. So this is an important message in these days, because we have been saturated with illusion. We have been saturated with worldly scenarios. We have been saturated and fed with ideas that have been very well organized by the shaitan for us to focus. Oh, you are just the descendant of a monkey. Don't think anything higher. You are not more valuable than this one, jumping on the tree, coming, looking what is going to eat tomorrow, looking for its female, and jumping from one branch to the other. Only this matter. That's where you are coming from, O human. Don't look anything more. But you evolve a little bit. Now you are citizen also. Means you belong to a system. This is secular system. Don't think anything else. This is secular system. And then it is democracy. And then you are going to, every morning, you have to punch your card. No, doctor, you have to punch your card. You run all day long. At night you are tired, you rest a little bit. Next day you punch. You make the system to run. This young one, they are little bit asking themselves question. Quickly give them some sport to be busy. Feed them with sport. We never think that when they output so much sport, those that they are controlling the system, their intention is to make people to be busy. Like Rome used to make people to be busy with gladiators. Our friend went to Roma, Firas. This is the country of gladiators. You saw into ancient history, Rome was a big civilization, but to keep the people busy, they put a big coliseum. Entertain people, then after everyone is happy, they go. Now you cannot do anymore. They do Olympics game, World Cup, whatsoever. The whole system is made for you to be busy with dunya. But you have to study. Whenever you are going to ask a question, where I am coming from, this is just agile. You are saying I am coming from the monkeys, and I am going to the zoo, I am seeing also monkeys. Something doesn't add. You are saying I am coming from the monkeys, but I am also looking at the cow and the giraffe. I am saying, from which animal this one they are coming? So we are unaware of the greatness that has been bestowed on the reality of human being. Maulana Sheikh Nazim Qaddasallahu Sirr, he used to say, always among the angels, they are joking about the chosen one, human being, the elected prince of creation, how he is busy lowering himself. They call it Hadrat Insan. His thinking is descendant of monkey. So awliya, they say this is like an ocean getting cut in a glass of water. If you are going to say where I am coming from, something doesn't add, they say, you cannot question science. Darwin said, that's it, finish. Where I am going, if you ask yourself this question also, what they will say, what you didn't understand, you are just a descendant of a monkey. When you are going to die, finish. Worms, they are going to take you from earth, you are coming and you return to earth. Maybe you don't want your carcass to be taken by worms. We are offering you something more simple. We can burn it, or we can boil it, or we can this and we can that. So if we are believing there is nothing after, why we are worried about the carcass? And if you are asking yourself, what is the aim of this existence? What is the purpose of my life? Ooh, you need to be uh, producing more. You need to accomplish yourself, build up your career, achieve, become number one like Mr. So and Mr. So. This is the purpose of this life. So now they are starting to beat each another, fight for who is going to sit on the top, who is going to have highest grades. Three questions. Maulana Sheikh always say, ask where I am coming from, where I am going, what is the purpose of this existence. We are living in a time that every day is more difficult to continue than the day before. And not only human being is getting in difficulties, everything is getting hard. You are going to doctor, they say, oh, no more doctor now. They are all busy. If you are trying to get a doctor, good luck. Same thing here, same thing there, same thing there. Wherever you go, same thing. Yesterday, I was trying to get registration for the car. Oh, I travel all the way to the one side of the city. Ah, sorry, we cannot receive you today, but you say we can receive me. Never mind. We give you appointment. In the other side of the city, there is some place there. And we go there. When you reach there, sorry, sir, we cannot let you in. You have to wait outside. Yesterday was like 45 degrees outside. We wait 2 hours. After you come in, the whole day is spent just to get a piece of paper. And we are very advanced. What Maulana Sheikh Hisham, I remember he used to say, human is the heart of creation. His state is the one that defines the state of everything. When a state rise, everything rise. When a state collapse, everything collapse. Nature will follow its state. Animals will follow its state. Every system is going to follow the state of human being. So he was saying a few years ago, everything is like we are moving into mud. There is no more ability of movement. Everything slowly, slowly is getting stuck, and you cannot achieve anything. You cannot complete anything because human being was created to rise, and he went so much into contraction that everything is contracting following him. And everything slowly, slowly is going to get corrupted and is going to fall. So every day people are coming. Oh, I am desperate. Oh, I am anxious. Oh, I have depression inside. Oh, I have this and I have that. This is a common state. You don't have to go far. Yourself, you are experiencing all these states day by day. Because we have turned away our face from Allah Azza wa Jal. Like Maulana Sheikh used to say, make yourself all right with your Lord, He shall make everything all right with you. Break that link between of your servanthood, then Allah Azza wa Jal will make everything to enslave you. So then don't ask why it is like this. Don't ask. One young one, he came and he was desperate. His mother brought him. I don't know what is happening to my son. He's saying today that he doesn't believe anymore. Muslim kid, raised Muslim, reaching 25 years old. The mother always keeping the duty, doing her prayers, and she said it used to be like that. Slowly, slowly, he start this vitamins, shaitanic vitamins that is free now in Canada. You can buy and you can smoke easily. Mix up everything in the head. They say, oh, we are chilling out. And then now, he said, I am not believing anymore. But he was sincere. So I asked him, you are not believing for what? Be smart. There was once upon a time in Europe, philosophers, they were discussing, should we believe, should not believe. Some philosopher, they say, no, don't believe. You are, what you call it? You are great, but you need to believe in the Lord. Don't believe. Some others, they are saying, no, you should believe. So they were discussing. One clever one came in the middle. What was his name? Pascal. Huh? You know Théorème de Pascal? Pascal, he was a mathematician and a physician. They used him also in computer science. And they had the program language. Anyway, he was a believer. So he discussed with them. He said, what you do, I do in this life. What you enjoy, I enjoy. There is nothing that you are achieving or you are doing that I am not also. What is the difference between you and me? You don't believe, I believe. So if we leave this world and you are right, there is nothing after, what I am going to lose? Nothing. I took everything from this world like you. But if there is a chance that there is an afterlife, because I believe all my life, might be I am going to have a higher chance than you. Be smart. So they start thinking, this one is not like that. I say, what's the aim of this life? You are thinking this life is what you see. You don't think there is something greater? You don't think there is a scenario behind the scene? You don't think there is a reality? You don't think that you can rise up beyond all the stars. And if it was possible, why you are keeping yourself with what you call that, les ornières, like the horse or the donkey. You don't want it to go. You put on each side like that, so he doesn't see anything, only what is behind him. And so I asked him, you you like Plato? He said, yes, I read Plato. I say, what Plato say? Aflatun, Platon, the philosopher. You know what he said for the cave? He said, yes. He said, what did he say? He said, human, and this is a man that didn't even have belief, but it's called the wise one, because Allah Azza wa Jal, He enlightened this world with revelation. But Maulana Sheikh used to say that also He gave for areas that revelation didn't come, He gave them sometime people of wisdom to open up. And among the people of wisdom, some of them, clever one, not all of them, because some had quite a very awkward ideas, but never mind. So he say human, they're like someone that is living in a cave. He never went out of the cave. And every day, because the sun is entering the cave, and there are people and animals that are passing in front of the cave, you see the shadow of them on one wall of the cave. You saw that? They have this show with puppets and shadow. They put the light behind and only you see the shadow moving. They didn't see that. They were born with the Game Boy in their hands. New generation. This used to be in the very ancient time before TVs. Anyone remember the time before TV? I do. So he said, their whole understanding of life is what they see on this wall in the cave. They have no idea that if they go out of the cave, then you will have all this life and all these rivers and oceans, trees, nature, civilization, and their whole idea is like that. It's all human are like that. We don't believe in what they say as something from revelation, no. But wisdom is the lost property of the believer. Where you find it? It takes wisdom from different things. He was teaching them, don't be satisfied with what you see. There is a greater reality. Look for it. Don't limit yourself thinking that you are just the descendant of a monkey. Whatever is important is how you are going to pay the bills, how you are going to get the car, how you are going to get the new house, how you are going to get this, how you are going to travel for holidays into fancy places. Oh, before they used to say, I like to go to Paris. No, they say, there is a better destination. Now you have to go to New York. And then finally they say, no, now especially Muslim, no, you have to go. This is like entrance of paradise. Go to Dubai. That is next step. If you are going to Dubai, New York look like third world or fifth world whatsoever. This is the aim of the life. Then we wonder why we are desperate. We wonder why we are anxious. We wonder why we are depressed. There is no more aim than materiality. Your soul is created to be the crown of creation. And your whole intention is for small materialistic achievement. You are created, O human being, to be the crown of creation. The whole dunya is created for you. Whatever you see as stars in the sky have been created to honor one human being. The stars that you see, they represent human being. They represent Allah created a shining star for every single soul to honor you. But you have been put to a challenge. Allah Azza wa Jal put you to a challenge because you ignore, even when you were created, your greatness. Then cut everything from them. Let them feel loneliness, separation. Let them starve and think limitedness, taste death, be so much weak. Then they will understand. That's what awliya, they are saying. This world is a training ground. Prophet ﷺ said it's uh, it's like a bridge between two worlds. It's a bridge between reality and reality, but it's a bridge of illusion. That's why he said to the companion, who is going to be not clever, that is thinking is going to acquire, build, and establish himself on this bridge to give us understanding. Oh no, mashallah, this nice place. Too many cars passing on the bridge, but I can find a little corner. I'm going to put my tent there. It's not more than that, the scenario of this world. So quest is important. Quest is important. Don't be satisfied with what they feed you with, that make you to be a good product and a good servant of the system. You have been created for greatness. Allahu Akbar. Allah Azza wa Jal, He is Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. If all creation, from any kind of creation, add their ability together, they cannot size the greatness of Allah Azza wa Jal. One drop of the ocean that describe His greatness. We cannot. And we think that Allah, with His mightiness and His greatness, chose to put a creature beyond every creature, above every creature, to make that creature to be the crown of creation. And we are thinking that this weak body with this weak mind, that is the pride of creation, that is the greatness of Allah Azza wa Jal. We can be astonished when we see, mashallah, how this body is functioning. So much ajaib. Still, it's not the greatness of the Lord. This is an illusionary scenario it's a wake-up call for the souls that have been granted such a reality, but unable to see what is their greatness. O sun, you are a shining sun. You are living for billions of years. The energy that revolves in you has no limit. The sun doesn't understand. Okay, be a candle. Be a small candle that if the wind come, it blows. If it's by itself, even if you are going far, a little far away, you cannot see. Then after being a candle, you can understand the greatness of the sun. But always being created like a mighty sun, may Allah Azza wa Jal give us the good understanding. Don't underestimate the greatness that Allah wish for His servant, but rise to it. Rise to it. Don't be from those from so many nations. Instead of rising themselves to their reality, to their Lord, they took down their Lord to their smallness. May He enlighten our heart with that wisdom, that quest. May He give us himma, this power, spiritual power, and the courage to be on the quest, not to drown ourselves in a glass of water. No matter what is the challenge of this life, لا تقنطوا من رحمة الله. Don't be desperate from the greatness of the mercy of your Lord. Carry it with courage, with honor. Say, this is the scenario of my Lord. He knows what I don't, and I fully trust Him. We say, but we don't apply. As soon as it doesn't go as we like, oh, Allahu Akbar, then we get angry, then we get depressed, then we want to call lawyers. If we have the means, we will fight and destroy everything around. Allahu Akbar. No. Believe there is greatness in that existence. Oh, my Lord, open for me to meet what you promise for me and not to run after illusion. For the honor and sake of crown of creation, Habib al-Mustafa Abdul Salatu Wassalam, Sayyidina Muhammad, may all divine salutation and glory be bestowed on him and his family.